So why do you need to network in film? This question comes up a lot, and I know why it comes up a lot, because filmmaking is an art form and it attracts artists and people who are creative, and people who are artists and creatives tend to be introverted. And introverts like to be by themselves. Yes, I too identify as an introvert. We enjoy our own company. We enjoy people, but sometimes it is very energy depleting. But as an introvert, I enjoy my own solitude. I love being by myself. So it tends to get hard when it comes to networking and getting to know other people. And people say over and over again, you know, it's all about who you know, it's all about who you know, it's all about who you know. We get it. We get it. I'm so tired of hearing about it, but I know it's true because I've lived this experience. I've been in film since 2007. It was a feature that was shot on the weekend, and I did this for free. And it took me a long, long while after getting out of Buffalo that if you don't talk to people, if you don't network, and you don't let people get to know you, that will be the detriment to your career in film. I definitely learned the hard way. I mean, I spent way too many years as an additional sub PA, way longer than I care to admit, because some people will be an additional PA for a couple months and then they become an everyday additional and they're already staff in the next job. Some people move up so quickly. And I kind of found myself in this very stagnant place of being an additional and hopping from show to show to show and not leveling up and not really knowing why. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to realize that I had to start getting to know people. I had to start talking to people, talking to peers, making friends, because I came from a family that was very much do your work hard, put your head down, mind your business. It doesn't work like that way in film, unfortunately. I wish it kind of did sometimes. But you gotta speak up. You gotta say some stuff. You gotta tell people what you want to do. You gotta tell people what your goals are. You gotta tell people what you're doing. And you gotta share on social media now because, you know, in 2007, social media wasn't a thing. You know, I think Facebook was just coming up back then. If you don't talk about the things that you're doing, then it gets harder and harder for people to get to know you. And then when they don't get to know you, they don't hire you because they don't know anything about you. The hiring process works when people know you, because when people know you, they refer you more. And I'll never forget this fact, this stat, where you are 7 times more likely to get hired if you were referred by somebody. And that's a fact. If you were recommended to someone, and then you have a good resume to back it up, you're most likely going to get hired. And that is literally who you know in action. Another reason why it's very, very challenging, and a lot of people don't think about this, or maybe they are, who knows? I mean, who am I to assume? I think a lot of people don't know when they're getting into film, and they see the patterns, like if Christopher Nolan always works with certain actors, like he works with Cillian Murphy more than one time. Or, for example, Tim Burton working with certain people all the time. Who works with Johnny Depp all the time? I can't remember who it is. Once you know it works, you don't want to go into the unknown and experimenting. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if you know you work well with someone, you just keep rehiring that person on each show that you keep doing, and you hope that it just keeps going that way. And it's funny because as ADs, when we're hiring PAs, we know they don't stay PAs forever. And that's kind of the thing. After a few years, you're like, oh, they're moving on, and now I have to kind of look somewhere else for a good key PA. Now that key PA became an AD. And that's kind of sad, but also like kind of good because they're moving up and it's great. They're getting to their goals. But yeah, if I could keep hiring the same people over and over and over again, I definitely would. It's the same everywhere, right? Actors working with certain people, producers working with certain people, and it's just so hard to find the people that you work well with. And there's a lot of jaded crew out there. There's a lot of jaded producers and jaded directors because they've had horror stories of people who are just horrible, you know? So when they find the one that is like, oh my God, this person's amazing, they want to hold on tight and keep working with that person.
I will never let go, Jack.
That's how it is in film. It's not a lie. That's literally how it is. I really stress on Beyond Film School. I really stress in my other videos about getting to know people, getting out there, getting your face time, go to workshops, go to improv classes, acting classes, get out there in the community. Don't just be someone who sits behind a keyboard and does the online communities, which online communities are great, but you gotta show your face sometimes. Get out there. Because the more times that you show your face, people get to know you more and more, and then you see them more often, and then there's more updates, and they become familiar with what you're trying to do. So get out there, tell people what you're doing, make sure you're talking about what you're doing on your social media channels, go to networking events, go to screenings, go to things out there, because it is who you know. And if you don't know anybody and you just stay at home, not much is gonna happen. If you are looking for how to actually unlock opportunities, unlock getting those film opportunities, I have a mini course on how to do that and how to network properly and how to do it without feeling slimy. So that link will be below for you. I know that once you understand how it works, you are going to conquer it and get all the jobs in film that you want.